Hello and welcome to whatever this is. My name's Angela.
Hi, my name is Mike.
And we are husband and wife, and we are on the great quest for parenthood. We decided to make this vlog channel to document our journey this time around. And we decided that our first video should be just kind of telling what our story is up to this point, what got us here, and why we've decided to film this this journey this time around. So I guess we'll just start from the very beginning. Mike and I met in high school.
Yep.
High school sweethearts. I was 16, he was 17. And fast forward to 2013, June 22nd, we got married. Finally got married. And I think we decided that we wanted to wait a couple years before we started trying. Yeah,
we just kind of decided we'd enjoy, being married for a period of time until we got into that.
Like all newlyweds do. And then, so 2015 came around and we decided, okay, we've been married for a couple years now, let's start trying. And
it was an active process. It wasn't like it was just a, let's just hope this happens. We had things to try and, different testing things and other stuff like that.
Yeah, so we definitely planned it. We definitely did our research before we started trying. I was on all kinds of apps, tracking my ovulation, all that fun stuff. We started trying in March of 2015, and by June of 2015 we were pregnant. Got our positive pregnancy test. We were really excited, really happy, and so we did what any normal couple does when they get pregnant. We scheduled our first appointment, just kind of went about our business, didn't tell anybody until it was safe, and then I would say I was maybe 8 or 9 weeks along, and I was having spotting and cramping, which anytime you read that in a pregnancy is not usually a good sign.
It was concerning enough to me to have things looked into and try and figure it out.
So it was really scary. So we went to the doctor and got some examination done. She said that pregnancy looks good, baby looks fine, just take it easy kind of a thing. So we decided to just wait it out. We told our families just short of 10 weeks. We told our parents, and they were all really excited for us, and we were really excited too because it was our first baby.
Well, and we did something unique too with it. We decided to give each parent pacifiers, so then they had them when the baby came. They'd have something at their own house. Yeah,
so that was fun. And then around 11 weeks, I had my first ultrasound. So we saw the baby's heartbeat. This was on August 6th of 2015. Saw the baby's heartbeat at 11 weeks, 3 days, strong heartbeat, baby looked good, was actually moving around a lot. You could see all of its features, and
that was when it became real.
And it sent us on our way. So that evening we had photos taken. We wanted to do a reveal, like a pregnancy announcement, through like a photo album so that we could like surprise everybody and shock them all. So we had our photos taken, and we were just about to pull out of where we were, like peel out with the car, and I had a feeling almost like my water had broken, and we knew that something was wrong. So we actually rushed to my dad's house, switched seats, and then Mike rushed to the hospital. And when we got there, we were rushed right into a room because I was actively bleeding, so it was something that was an emergency, an actual emergency. So we were taken back to a room. It felt like forever that we weren't being seen, but it was maybe 5 minutes. And the doctor got me up in like the stirrups and checked everything, and nothing was being said that whole time. They were trying to get blood samples from me. It was traumatic. And unfortunately the doctor, got everything done, put my legs down, and he said, "I'm so sorry, you guys, but you did have a miscarriage." And to hear that word, the floor fell through, and your whole world just kind of closes in on you, and you don't even know what to think. Like, your whole world goes black and white, and you're just like, holy cow. Never thought that this would happen to us. I want to hear what your thoughts were.
From a guy's perspective, not like actively physically going through it, it's definitely a unique situation to go through. I'm not physically feeling the loss at the time, but I have to be emotionally strong for her so that she has, knows that I'm there for her. I can't be losing myself, worrying about what's going on and what's happening and getting angry at anybody or whatever. I can't do that. So I had to just do the only thing I could do, which was put on some gloves and try and help where I could. And, not get in the way, but do what I could, because that was all I could do to keep myself occupied.
Yeah. And to think that earlier that day we had a heartbeat and we had a healthy baby, what we thought, and then to lose it that day, that's the kind of thing that a lot of people get confused about. They just think that baby had no heartbeat. Baby had a heartbeat. Baby had a heartbeat. It was a very abrupt, they call it a spontaneous abortion, but it was a very abrupt miscarriage, and it was just out of the blue. So that happened. My dad actually rushed to the hospital to be at my side. We had an ultrasound, everything was cleared out, and we were basically just told at our postpartum appointment, just make sure you have one more cycle and then you can try again. The thing about depression is that it's so real, and postpartum depression is even worse. So it took us about 2.5 years before we could be comfortable again, trying.
Well, and see, I made the kind of executive decision to say it's not me that is going to make the choice of when we're going to start trying again. It's up to you, because it's your body and you need to be ready for it.
Yeah. Versus
me saying, okay, I'm ready, because again, I didn't physically go through it. I went through it emotionally, but again, not to the extent that she did.
Yeah, so we waited a good 2.5 years. So fast forward, keep fasting forward here, and it's such a touchy subject. Nobody ever wants to ask you, are you guys going to start trying again soon? I think you should. Well, fast forward to October 2017. We decided just out of the blue we should probably start trying again and make it fun and not really track stuff, and if I'm ovulating, whatever happens happens. Well, the first time we started trying again, our first cycle, we got a positive pregnancy test. This one was different. This one was way different, because I got my positive pregnancy test, and then maybe a day or two later I started spotting again. So I have what's called an RH factor. I have a very rare blood type, O negative, so basically I have to get antibody shots so that if we have bleeding, that my blood doesn't attack anything. So I was having spotting, and my pregnancy test was pretty faint. There were 2 faint lines, and I was like, okay, something ain't right here. So we called the doctor. I actually had to leave work because they wanted me to get stat labs done. So we had a stat beta test done, and the numbers were low. They wanted to make sure that they doubled in 48 hours, which anybody that's been pregnant before knows that. So we took them again in 48 hours. They actually, I believe, quadrupled or quintupled. And then unfortunately, the next 48 hours, they did a drop. So they said, unfortunately, you did miscarry. So that one, when we finally got back to the doctor, she declared it a chemical pregnancy, which I kind of knew from the beginning. I kind of knew this wasn't going to be viable. Something ain't right here. If I would have waited a couple days, it would have just seemed like my period came. So...
And I didn't want to give up, because I kind of thought that when we got that test information back and the numbers had quintupled, I was like, oh, well, okay, so that's good. We're doing good. We're way up where we're supposed to be. And I thought, well, man, maybe we did something right here and maybe saved it. I didn't know what to expect from it.
Yeah. So all of this was happening right around Thanksgiving. So it kind of made it a little bit more difficult because we couldn't really tell people what was going on. And on Thanksgiving, on our way home from Thanksgiving, we got into a little bit of a fender bender with a deer. So that kind of distracted us from what was really going on. And we, you know, went through the holidays and we said, let's not worry about trying again. Let's enjoy the holidays with our family. And when the new year comes, we're going to get answers. So fast forward to January 2018, we met our doctor and we talked to her and she gave me a slew of tests to get done, so much blood to be drawn, tested my chromosomes, tested Mike's chromosomes, got an ultrasound of the uterus and ovaries, abdominal and vaginal, transvaginal. Yeah. Ultrasound, everything came back normal, so we're very, 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 very happy about that. But it does leave us without any answers. So, what I believe to be the cause of everything, I believe I might have low progesterone, but we won't know until I get pregnant again. So, we are actively trying right now. I'm actually in my fertile window right now, so it's perfect timing to start this. We decided that we want to document this journey with you guys and have you follow along.
And who knows? Maybe it'll make someone be willing to open up about the same stuff that we've gone through, because that does help. Yeah. You know, talking about anything you're going through helps.
We just want you guys to know that you're not alone. I'm the 1 in 4, and you kind of have to double that now because I've had 2 losses. You're not alone if you've had a miscarriage, stillbirth, SIDS, chemical pregnancies, ectopic, anything.
Or if you're the guy.
Or if you're the guy that's having low sperm count or something, you just know that you're not alone, and this is something that people should be talking about. We should be breaking the silence and making people more aware that this is more common than it used to be. It used to be so taboo that people would have miscarriages. Now it's like, okay, well now it's not really normalized, but it's better. So we are open to any suggestions for videos that you want to see. I have another video going up, so stay tuned for that. We're going to do some kind of like day in the life kind of vlogs, follow us around kind of stuff, because that's fun to do. And Mike's really excited about it.
Yeah, hopefully it's exciting enough for all of you to enjoy, so.
Yeah. But that's kind of where we wanted to leave off. So if you're watching this years from now and say we have like 7 kids, you're gonna be like, oh my god, remember when they filmed their first video in front of that weird gold backdrop? Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and get off of here, but I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching and following us along on this journey. And
yeah, bye guys.
I don't really know what else to say. Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.